Ooh, things are about to get a little bit spicy, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, it has occurred. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle has officially shut down the Hollywood narrative that people simply don't go to the movies anymore, as the film has surpassed that of Superman while simultaneously leaving Thunderbolts in the dust. That's right, it is time to have this conversation. Now look, I know many of you feelings are going to be hurt about this. You're going to be, oh man, you're going to be crying. But listen, on the 4KO, I speaks facts, and facts don't care about your feelings. All right, if you don't want to have this conversation, you don't have to listen. Go find someone who's going to lie to you. But as for me, I'm going to tell you what reality truly is. This article is coming from AnimeNewsNetwork.com. It is titled, Demon Slayer Infinity Castle tops Superman as #1 comic book film of the year. Wait, did they just say #1 comic book film of the year? Hey, I guess manga is basically Japanese comics, right? So, yeah, it is a comic book movie. It's based on anime, all right, but I would call it a comic book. That's right. Manga is just better comics. If you ask me, hey, can't go wrong with many of them. But today, a lot of people don't buy American comics. I just want to point that out. Deadline and a number of services reported on Sunday that Demon Slayer Infinity Castle, the first film in the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle trilogy, has earned an estimated total of $633 million worldwide as of Sunday, October the 5th. That makes the film the highest grossing comic book film of the year. After surpassing Superman's $615 million, Infinity Castle had already overtaken Captain America Brave New World and Thunderbolts. That would also make the anime film the #6 highest grossing film of 2025 so far, after topping F1 the movie. In fact, if we go over to boxofficemojo.com, Infinity Castle could bump up to the 5th spot. Let me see, yeah, because How to Train a Dragon is 635. Yeah, so it could bump up to the 5th spot, but that would only be momentarily because you have Wicked coming out, you got Zootopia 2, and also the big bang of 2025, that of Avatar, Fire and Ash. So at this very moment, Infinity Castle certainly looks to be locked in the top 10. Not so much for Superman, right? All right. And we do have someone else reporting differently, which is boxofficemojo.com and the Hollywood Reporter. They're saying that the film listed its worldwide total at $757 million as of Sunday, but they feel that that is a typo at this very moment. And I'm not sure, but if it is $757 million worldwide, that would be massive at this very moment. Even this 633 is much better than anybody ever expected from an anime film, right? And here it is surpassing everything that people thought would be in the top 5 of 2025. Damn, how's about that? Now, for added bonuses here, this is coming from Koimo. I believe that's how you say that. I am so sorry if I said it wrong. It's a website. First time I came across this, I just so happened to see it while I was researching for today's topic. And it is titled Demon Slayer Infinity Castle Worldwide Box Office Smashes Records, enjoys over 2,900% return against its modest budget. All the film needed to make was $50 million to break even. And here it is. It's about to have a 2,900% return. All right, domination. Now, let's look at where this film got its money from. Domestically, 124. Germany, $12 million. France, $10 million. United Kingdom, $8 million. Spain, $6 million. All right. Biggest market would be that of Japan at $234 million. Mexico, $7 million. Brazil, $7 million. Colombia, $4 million. Hey, Taiwan, $9 million. India, $8 million. All right, Indonesia, $7 million. Thailand, $7 million. So even if you was to take away the 234 from Japan, this is still a $400 million worldwide movie. still more than the Thunderbolts, and just about the same as Captain America Brave New World. All right. Now, I know some folks out there are going to say, oh, Japan's market, that is his main market. It made $234 million in that market. Hey, you don't feel that way about Superman making as much as it did in the domestic market, right? So Japan's market is domestic to them, and we are the foreign territories. All right. It works both ways. That's how I feel. Now, to me, this is shameful on the comic book movie genre. A genre which once was strong, man. You would get yourself a $700 million worldwide plus film each year. But here it is. It is starting to go down the toilet a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You have an anime film that just kicked everybody out of the house. That's right. Walked into the door and said, hey, get out of here. This is my house. This is my house. What you doing here? Don't you know I'm more interesting? Don't you know that people are more into me? Get out of here. While you got James Gunn over there trying to, I guess, cater to Gen Z, here it is. They're on anime. Which is why I say that James Gunn should target the right audience instead of targeting that of the childish mindset people out there, you know, the ill-willed. He needs to stop that. He needs to stop that. Whereas anime is just cool. It's fun. It's something different. The storytelling does not feel repetitive. The character designs, the character's development, all of that feels fresh when it comes down to entertainment. As I told you before, I have been on anime. And if I think about it right now, I would say that I was more on anime than I was on comic books. That's right. I was. And talk about this Hollywood narrative. All right. Nobody goes to the movies anymore. Here it is. Demon Slayer. Showing you that they do. See, the problem with many of these comic book films is they cannot get the international audiences. Demon Slayer got it. Demon Slayer has it. All right. The film is sitting at, let me go to the numbers because, go back to the numbers. The film has made a total of $500 million internationally. So yeah, they're showing up. They are showing up. It also has sold 67 million tickets worldwide. Yeah. That's more than Superman. All right. So when it comes down to anime, it may very well take over. That's right. Many people are into it and interested into what anime has to bring to the table. As for the comic book movie genre, hey, you're going to have to listen to your fans and see what they want from you. All right. That's all you're going to have to do. If you can't do that, then you're going to die. And trust me when I tell you, it is possible. You best look at the Western genre. At one point in time, big. Now, a dud. So the comic book movie genre, best to watch out because anime is on the rise, as your boy has told you before.